Yeah, baby! The other one!
Yeah, our token guy, our token other one.
Exactly, yep.
Hey,
Ryan, we're changing your name to Tolkien.
whatever gets me paid.
So, everybody, welcome to Stargate Oversight. This is a podcast where, I thought for a moment we might be like the premier Stargate podcast, but,
Yeah, do you know what? Yeah,
I'm
no,
not sure.
We are.
I'm not sure anymore. What if we're not even Stargate Oversight? What if we're but a pale imitation of that podcast, right? How would we even know?
A pale imitation of that podcast is probably better for the current podcast, so, I'll be probably okay.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with the current podcast. We have a cat as our mascot, and he's sitting in my lap, and he's being fucking adorable.
Yeah, and his name is Ryan.
No. Wait.
Congratulations, Ryan. You're now the cat boy of the podcast. You are the other one.
I refuse this reality, and I reject it.
Sorry, Ryan Tia.
You can imagine Ryan, everybody, now. He's got cat ears on.
No.
He's going, "Hello, master. I'm your cat boy maid."
Oi, bitch, fuck off.
I always pictured Ryan more of a nun than a Tia, to be fair.
Excuse me, what? Moving on to the Stargate episode. We are in the Stargate, and the Stargate is the Stargate.
Yeah, hi. We're Stargate Oversight. 3 British people talking about a Canadian show about the American military.
Excuse me, it's an American show. How dare you?
I am, once again, well, I think I'm Arcticia Frost, but I can't be sure. And my pronouns are she and her.
Hi, I'm Ryan. I am definitely he and him, and I am not a robot.
Thank you for your clarification.
Hi, my name's Hope. My pronouns are she and it, and I'm currently failing at doing a fucking capture because I am a robot.
So tell me, Hope, you're walking through the desert, right? And you flip a turtle onto its back. Its legs are flailing out in the air. You aren't helping it. Why aren't you helping it?
I do the funny.
So, yes, today we're talking about the episode of Season 1, Tin Man.
This is it. We're coming up to the season finale, and this is our last episode before we drop off the serious cliff for a few episodes.
Exactly, and this is the episode that was filmed in a local nearby factory.
Actually, it was filmed in a power station.
A local nearby power station.
It was definitely, I had in my notes, this is definitely a power station or a factory.
It was filmed at a local nearby power station. There you go, job done.
Which is quite funny, because, again, this is kind of like jumping ahead slightly, but just since we're still on that note, they're talking about how, like, futuristic all of this technology looks. It's like, what are you talking about? This is normal, like, factory or power station machinery. Very clearly. What do you mean this is futuristic?
Literally, it looks like all they need to do is get out some light, and this would be like a grunge rave in the abandoned factory.
Yeah, it's like, whoa, this is so way advanced if anything humans have.
Cut to outside, Steven Seagal is on top of it, sitting down with a sniper rifle, shooting people.
Well, from what we will learn later on, Steven Seagal is definitely is not anywhere outside.
What?
Yeah, luckily, we will not have to deal with Steven Seagal again until someone picks a Steven Seagal bonus episode again.
Don't you fucking...
Oh, God. Don't say it. Yeah, don't fucking say that. If you say that, Ryan is going to pick that one fucking movie where he sits in a chair the whole time.
It is your pick next month, Ryan.
No!
Do you dare to challenge me?
I am afraid to challenge you on the matter of Steven Seagal.
You should be. Anyway, moving on to the rest of the podcast.
So yeah, they're investigating all of this advanced machinery.
Yeah, visit a scenic Canadian power station. Look at all our OSHA-compliant rails. Ponder the floating and glowing orb.
Yeah, do they ever bring up the fucking orb?
Nope, not again.
Yeah. I was like, I didn't imagine the orb, did I?
You did imagine the orb, yes.
No, you did not imagine the orb.
Let me gaslight my fellow host of the podcast,
No!
damn it!
No, you're not allowed to gaslight. I will refuse gaslighting on this podcast.
I remember the orb. It was bright, it was orange, it was glowy. And I was like, I can't wait to see how this orb will come into the plot.
Orb not appearing in this episode.
So yeah, after pondering the orb, they find a very futuristic computer.
Oh, yes, the alien CRT monitor.
Yeah, I love it. It's just a normal CRT monitor that they've put some like wire mesh over on the casing, and then being like, "Whoa, look at how futuristic this is."
I mean, that's the thing. They said, "Oh wow, this tech is all so advanced, but it's really old." It's like, So that's why it looks like shit.
You know, you have things like Star Trek or whatnot, where they show off futuristic technology. It's all clearly just a bunch of foil and some weird lights. But at least there's like an attempt for it to look, spacey and weird. And this is like, yep, that's right. We got a normal computer. Put a little bit of wire mesh on it. Makes a bit funny, doesn't it?
Fucking factory, ain't it, mate?
Listen,
Which went through
all you're
bins.
gonna do to make a weird future factory is put tin fucking mesh over everything. That's all you gotta do. Jump down.
Well, no, literally all they would have to do is put some funny lights and some tin foil in places, and it would be a better job of like...
Yeah,
basically
hide
make
the back
it...
of the computer in the set so it doesn't look so big.
Yeah, or, you know, just make it look like a really terrible, like, Doctor Who set from the 60s.
I was
It would look
about
better
to
than
say,
this.
just put tin foil with, like, lights on it. Yeah.
Doctor Who in the 60s did a better job of this.
To be fair, Doctor Who also had the excuse of shooting in black and white.
Well, not,
In the 60s, it was black and white.
not towards the end of the 60s.
Yeah, but towards the end of the 60s, it started to look fucking stupid because it wasn't in black and white anymore.
Yes. But again, I'm talking about when Doctor Who started first being in colour, it still looks better.
I mean,
there's an attempt.
Well, no, they cheated because they just stranded John Pertwee on Earth and said, suck it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's actually a very little-known lost episode, Doctor Who, where they just have him just sucking some dick.
Yeah, I believe it was called Dr. Lou and the Phalanx. Yes,
Yeah.
that is an actual Doctor Who porn parody.
Oh, for fuck's sake, of course it is.
Do not,
which Doctor is it a parody of?
I can't remember.
do not Google that.
Do Google that, I'm curious now. I want to see it. I wanted the bonus episode on it.
Bonus episode of the Doctor Who porn parody.
I pick the absolute worst cigar movie in fucking Vengeance. I know.
So, yeah, when are we doing that one, do you think, then?
When we can get Violet on, I think, because Violet is our expert here. She's the pervy bat. Friend of the pod, Violet the bat.
Yep, good old, wonderful friend.
So they fiddle with the monitor, and then SG-1 finally get a brain. Maybe we should leave, because that's making weird noises. Oh, it's too late.
It's too late. There is funny glowy lights on us, and now we are falling asleep.
Yeah, they got zapped by the space FBI cancer gun.
No, it's the fucking Havana Syndrome gun.
The space Cuban Havana Syndrome gun, sure.
Exactly.
Yeah, the space
So,
Cubans are just putting it in the ceiling.
Can we talk more about the episode at this point?
No!
It's been like... Hang on, let me check my recording. Yeah,
We're 10 minutes in, and we're about 6 minutes into the episode, so
That's not
we're
bad,
not
that's
doing
not
so
bad.
bad.
it feels
In
like
comparison
we are.
to... Remember how far behind we were on Ava?
Oh, God.
It took us like 2 hours to hit the hour
I'm sorry.
mark.
Remember how far we were behind last episode? When we hit the 20-minute mark and we were still before the opening titles.
Oh, that's true. That's true. But, men do be in them holes,
What?
Yeah, they sure do.
Yeah, the holes of continuing the fucking point of the podcast.
Hey, Ryan, how deep is the hole you're in right now?
No deeper than yours.
Women don't be digging holes, Ryan.
I think it's very inappropriate for you to be discussing women's holes on this podcast.
Wait,
It's time for the opening. It's time for the opening credits, and
It sure is.
it turns out we put the wrong movie in again. I thought we were watching Stargate, but here we are once again at the end of Evangelion 1.11 because SG-1 are getting out of a ring of coffins.
Yeah, that's right. They wake up in this sort of ring of like space bed coffin things, and they're like, "Huh, well that's kind of weird."
Why is this white twink talking to a stone tablet?
Because it's the future.
So yeah, we're in these funky weird clothes.
Yes. Someone's turned SG-1 Slavic because they're all in tracksuits with funky white lines on them.
Yeah, they're all wearing like sort of Fall of the Soviet Union knockoff Adidas, right?
Yeah, they are wearing like the knockoff Adidas stuff with the
Yeah. You know, Soviet Union's fall and all of their like deals they made with foreign companies are gone. They don't have the money to sort of start, you know, having a real economy to actually import designer brands or anything yet. So, you know, we've got to have the Abibus.
Beavis.
Yeah, so their stuff is missing. They're in funky clothes.
And thus behold a weird man.
A weird man. Yes.
A weird man.
A weird man who was speaking in foreign.
You should explain that for the audience who didn't have the thing of you explaining it before the show.
Yeah, so the version of the show I'm watching has some weird fucking subtitles. Where they just subtitled his like Contreya as just speaking foreign.
What?
Yeah.
Mine just has Comtria. That's why I'm watching this because that's because I have an Amazon subscription. I'm watching it on MGM.
But yeah, my subtitles were just speaking foreign.
we love speaking foreign, don't we, Ryan?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the funny man comes in, who's speaking foreign, of course. They exchange some customs. They do the customary sort of Western sort of greeting of shoving your hand in someone's face. Yep.
Give me my gun. What the fuck have you done?
Yeah, exactly. Yep. And
what he says can basically be summarized as,
"Hey, master, I am math scientist. It's so cool."
And we also, and thanks to this scene, we also make a revelation about Carter as well that none of us actually realized before.
hold on, I have the drop for this. No.
Female, a woman.
You didn't need the new drop. We could just use the drop from Women's Hour.
They're both good.
That's true. It's still a bit. What the fuck? Okay.
No, actually, I think this drop is better because it's like. It's because we had the woman drop before. Now we have now we have the premier. Now we have the creme de la creme drop. We have the incel drop now.
Oh
no.
I hate you. But it is true, to be fair. Harlan does that like a creepy little bastard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, his name is Harlan.
His name is Harlan. Yes. He calls them wonderful specimens as well.
Wait, again, I am mad scientist, son of a bitch.
Well, he calls them weird specimens. Wonderful specimens. He has some interesting words for Teal'c, yep.
Yeah.
He's different.
He's racist.
Yes.
Okay, the episode will actually explain why he's saying that later.
I mean,
but for now, as far as we
guess.
Yes, but for now, what it looks like to us as the audience is like, yo, did this dude just like do a racism?
Yes, he did. Yeah, welcome to the racism hour.
Hell yeah, we love it.
No,
we love to return to the racism hour.
We are not.
We do not love the racism hour.
Do not lump me into that. Hell no.
So yeah, and at this point we get basically a scene.
We get a scene that will be repeated where Jack O'Neill's being angry.
Yeah, let me go. Turn us back. Let me go. What did you do to us?
The second bit's later. Turn us back is later.
Yes, okay, but what did you do to us? Why are we stronger? Why are we cool? Why are we based now? Why do I know how to count 11,000 years in hours?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's fine. You just know how to do it. You're just really smart today.
Yeah, I've made you better.
we
Don't ask me
learned
questions.
that there was a cool guy named Hubble. He made all this stuff. He's gone now. Don't worry about that.
He's dead.
It's just me here now.
Huh? And you, of course, because you're going to be my best friends forever.
You're going to be my best friends forever, and you're going to you're going to replace my good friend Wallace. He left me. He decided to leave. He went to the moon with his dog with a rocket they built.
Damn it! I wasn't aware that
moon
Monica
made of cheese.
Yes, it was.
Yes, exactly. Of course it was. You know that.
My notes say I wasn't aware Monica had escaped my copy of Doki Doki Literature Club.
Yeah, he is kind of he is kind of, needy and like please stay. I love you. Please stay.
Please, I love.
Please.
I'm making a body pillow out of your out of your leftover skin.
I don't want to see. No.
Welcome to another episode where our bits traumatize Ryan.
Our boy Harlan is 11,000 years old. Very normal. At least, 11,000 years.
Yeah, I think he says he's been on his own for 11,000 years.
Oh, sorry. Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So he's been alone for 11,000 years. Just very normal. Everyone lives that long. Yep.
Normal guy just living in a hole for 11,000 years.
He's been living in it there for 11,000 years. They all sort of came down here and lived here.
And don't worry about it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the surface is fucked. The plot of Fallout happened.
Yeah, this is the vault. This is the Vault Tech Vault 141.
Oh god, this could just be a fucking Fallout thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Vault
exactly.
404, humans not found.
Yeah, exactly. What happened with this episode was the writers, they were on a deadline. They'd forgotten about writing the episode. And
one of them was playing Fallout, the original Fallout.
I was going to say one of them just had their Fallout fanfic lying around, and was like, okay, we can work with this.
Ironically enough, Fallout 1 was released in 1997, so we are very much correct.
I mean, I doubt this was actually inspired by Fallout 1. But...
No, this would have been this episode came out before Fallout came out, so we only had the pre-release. But they would have been They would have been cribbing off fucking Wasteland instead.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, Wasteland did. Wasteland was out, yeah. It was, you boot up your computer, you'd put in Wasteland, you'd go, I don't understand any of this.
What am I looking at? Repair? Why is this a skill? Why is it important? I love Wasteland 2.
I need to play it still. I tried to boot up Wasteland 1 at one point, and I was like, what am I looking at? What is this?
I fucking hate Wasteland 3. Wasteland 2 is really good, except the fact you can get soft-locked at the end of the game.
Yeah,
and
I love it.
I've been soft-locked right before the finale, and I'm annoyed.
Nice. Incredible.
It's great. We're going off on one. This is going to be a long episode again. Another Patreon coming. I spent 70 hours playing Wasteland 2 and I got soft-locked. So I'm a little pissed.
Hey, don't worry. Why don't you play Planescape Torment, a wonderful, wonderful game where I assure you nothing like that could possibly happen at the end of the game.
No.
No, seriously, this is my hour where I'm like, everyone, please play Planescape Torment. It's really good.
All right, good to know. Play Planescape Torment, everyone. We are sponsored by Planescape Torment. Planescape Torment is the ultimate game that you can play with your friends and family. Planescape Torment.
Yeah, you cannot. You in fact cannot play it with your friends and family.
You can. They will watch you and they will be disgusted. Planescape Torment.
Your friends and family will leave you.
No, look, listen. You don't understand. It's important that we talk about the brothel of satiating intellectual lusts.
No. Right. Your friends and family will leave you, but we, the podcast, who you have a genuine relationship with, we are your genuine, actual friends. We will never leave you.
Okay,
Let's back up on this parasocial bit.
No, you don't understand. You don't understand, Hope, okay? I have a party member. She's a succubus, but very crucially, she will not fuck me because she's chaste.
Damn. And you can't
she
punch her in the
owns a
balls either,
brothel.
like God has.
Yes, she owns a brothel. Yes, she owns a brothel, but the purpose of her brothel is to have intellectual discussions with scantily clad women who will not fuck you.
Can I just say that sounds actually kind of fun?
Yeah, she runs a brothel where you go there to just discuss philosophy.
Yep.
Yeah, just like this episode of Stargate, where that exact thing happens then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we will be discussing philosophy later, but yeah.
And Harlan's brothel.
Yeah, Harlan says, "I made you all better. I'm not telling you why." Jack's response is, "All right, fuck this, fuck you, fuck this shit. We're leaving.
We are going home."
Yeah. And if you haven't guessed already, this is a Jack O'Neill episode.
I mean,
yeah,
not really.
Really though, it's definitely not
really
a Teal'c episode.
Oh no! Well, no, it's not a Teal'c episode, that's for sure. But it's not a Jack O'Neill episode. I would not say that. It's like an everyone but Teal'c episode.
The racism zone.
Yeah. It's like, hey Teal'c, do you know anything about this place? No. Okay, you will be benched for this whole episode.
Yeah,
now.
basically. Oh my god, yeah, that is exactly what happens. It's literally a Teal'c, do you know? No. Well, that's your one purpose.
Well,
you are here
fair,
to know things and to fight and to be a big hunk of beef.
To be fair, that seems to be a problem they seem to have with a lot of the episodes, where they don't seem to know how to sort of use the whole main cast. So they're like, okay, one of you gets benched this episode.
It gets better as the show goes on. They do get a lot better at it, but the early seasons do definitely show this is an X episode, this is a Y episode. And to be fair, it will still happen. Like, there's an episode in season 2 where there's a Teal'c focused episode, and Teal'c just goes wandering around Earth and has a good
Fuck
time.
yeah. We'd love to see our boy wandering around.
Yeah, Teal'c makes a friend.
I hope we see some drips. Do we see some drip?
He has a super soaker.
It's not the drip I'm looking for, I'm afraid. So, yeah, they go back to Cheyenne Mountain.
Yeah, they hit the bricks, they go back, and they cut straight to let's have a physical with Dr. Frazier. Yeah.
You have a checkup to them, just those normal things, you have your, monthly medical checkup. The doctor has the stethoscope, she puts it over your chest and says, there's nothing there.
Oh, that's not good. Let's take some blood. Oh, it's milk.
Yeah, it's Metal Gear Solid 4 blood. Yeah, Vamp is there. He's cutting Jack open, licking the knife in a very suggestive manner.
Yeah. Oh, Teal'c has no symbiote. And
there is no ghoul.
Damn, what do I do with the scalpel? Oh!
Oh no! I am cutting into myself just to check what's going on in there, and I'm a robot.
To which Dr. Frazier immediately presses the silent alarm.
Silent alarm activated. Silent alarm activated.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it presses the summon General Hammond button.
Yeah. Sir, a man is coming. Get here immediately. Jack O'Neill is bleeding cum.
Well, as we all know, our biggest fan of cum on the whole show, General Hammond, rushes in with the boys pointing guns at them, being like, "Who the fuck are you imposters? Put them in prison."
Oh no. SG-1 is sus, and they must be locked up.
Yes, they
Why did you say imposter?
I didn't do it deliberately.
I'm gonna have to fucking edit Amogus sound into this now.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't do that on purpose. But trying to sort of plead with Hammond, Jack does the most normal thing ever, going, "Please, it is me. Your wife died of cancer.
You have 2 kids. They're on speed dial 1. The president is on speed dial 2. But well, and Hammond just stands there and talks to her. He's like, well, I know the right things, but they're, robots.
I mean,
what do we do with them?
He's gonna point.
Yeah.
He's like, well, they know anything, but they're clearly robots.
I guess you could say Operation Robot has failed.
Well, I would actually argue that Operation Robot has very much succeeded.
Really?
Well, did they make robots?
This is true.
Are they working?
Yes.
Then it succeeded, didn't it?
Operation Robot.
everything's good.
So yeah, and now they're all having a big fucking meltdown in the prison cell.
Yeah.
I'm a human. I'm a human. This is my real body. I'm a human. I'm a human. I'm a human. I'm a human. I'm real. I'm human. I'm real.
Is it possible we got consciousness swapped from our original bodies into robots?
That's impossible.
Yes, but is it possible?
But it must be possible. It has to be possible. We have to be the real us's.
I mean, what happens? What the best bit is that Jack goes full fucking Antifa. I wouldn't call it Antifa. Anarchist is like the government. We have no rights now. We are robots. The government will do horrible shit to us. We are absolutely fucked.
Yeah, he's like, human rights? Do we look like fucking humans right now, Carter?
Beep boop. Robots do not have human rights. We are robots.
We have. That's a. Yeah.
Yeah, there's some fucked up shit that's gonna happen to us. What rights, Daniel?
What rights, Amaroka? No. You poisoned my brain, Frosty. I hate you so much.
Yeah, and then Hammond comes in and says, "Don't worry, I'm going to release all of you."
Except for you, of course. You are Phoebe.
No! The thought just entered my head. No. No. You know what came into my head. No.
Anyway, so yeah, Hammond comes.
They haven't fucking debriefed them.
Yeah, no, they haven't told. Well, I mean, of course they haven't, because we saw that,
They're robots.
Yeah, they shoved them straight into prison, right? So no, he's going. I'm going to send SG5 in to investigate, and they say no, do not fucking do that. They will turn them into robots too.
Yeah, do you want another team that's just been turned into robots?
Hammond goes, no, I don't, and so he agrees to send Robot SG1 back. Try and beat the shit out of the nerd and make him give their bodies back.
Yeah, go over there, give that man a swirly, get your body back, and come home.
But unfortunately, as they're on their way back, they find themselves suffering a problem.
I mean, the problem is what convinces Hammond to send them back, and it's the fact that they've all forgotten to take their heart attack medication. They are all having a heart attack, even if they're robots.
Colonel, a heart attack.
Well, it's either that or my notes say Harlan is so cringe they cringe at the thought of having to go back there.
It's yeah.
So yeah, they go back to their boy.
They don't just go back. Hammond makes an executive decision, and they get full on chucked through the gate.
Yes,
like
right.
They're carried between two huge dudes and just thrown. Yeah.
And our boy is there waiting for us, and of course we now get the whole thing of turn us back, turn us back, turn us back.
No.
It's permanent.
We did it. It's fine. You're done. It's permanent.
You cannot go back. It's permanent.
Yeah, Jack picks Heartland up and fucking strangles him against the gate.
Which, honestly...
You are damaging me!
Honestly, entirely fair, entirely valid response from Jack here.
Yeah, I believe the word should be there is, suck it, you shouldn't have done this.
Yeah. Yeah, why the fuck did you do this to us? Because I'm making you better! And I'm lonely!
I'm so lonely!
Mainly, I'm lonely.
Okay. So the problem is that this whole place is falling apart. It's kind of fucked up, and I need unpaid labor to help me fix it.
Yep, and that's where you come in.
Alright, cut this. But he needs unpaid labor, but he doesn't like Teal'c.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Well, I need unpaid labor, but not that one.
Oh god, that's that might actually be why they didn't have Teal'c do it. If you think about it from a writing perspective,
Oh, good point.
actually think about that. Like, I'm not saying like. Writers probably went. This sounds really bad if we tell them that we're using the unpaid labor and have Teal'c on screen.
It's okay. We're telling a different story instead with Teal'c. We're yeah, we'll get to where that's going.
Yeah. But anyway,
I'm being honest, but could you cut that part? Because I was.
Yeah, sure.
Oh Jesus!
Make note down the timestamp and just DM me that timestamp, please, so I can just clip it out along with the other.
How do I check a timestamp? Oh, it's like 3:31 something. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. Meanwhile, while we're trying to get this all figured out and charge you all and get acclimatized here, why don't you all go back to your bedrooms and have a little nap, right?
Bedrooms.
Yeah, Holland, for all the advanced technology, they don't get the idea behind a bed because, beds are meant to be comfy and hard to fall out of, and that is a slab.
It's a slab, yeah. Whoa. What do you need a comfy bed for? So you can lie down with another man, like some kind of homosexual?
What are you, gay?
What? We're robots.
Yes. What are you, humans? No, robot.
Yeah, so
Daniel wants to rest.
Teal'c
Teal'c is like, well, this has happened. Oh well, shit's happened.
Well, he's not doing that. Teal'c is basically having a full-blown breakdown right now.
No.
Where
Teal'c
everyone
has
is
to sit after this.
Sorry, all right, yeah. But
First he's at peace.
I mean, he still kind of is. He's just sort of trying to hold it together and being like, I have no god, that's weird now. I'm fine, by the way. Do you know I'm fine, by the way?
Yeah, what's done is done. Don't worry about it.
Did you know I'm fine, by the way?
Jack has no time for this malarkey.
No, Jack has got. I am going to go find Harland right now, and I'm going to beat the fucking shit out of him.
Yeah, which honestly is probably the right thing to do in this situation.
I really feel like Jack is entirely like Jack is entirely valid.
I mean, what Harland has done to them is completely fucking amoral and without their consent.
It's like I needed friends and workers who will literally never be able to have a break.
Yeah. Yay! And specifically cannot leave.
Yay!
Hang
on, I've got to go answer the door. Sorry.
Okay. Well, we once again end up in the wrong show. We're now at the end of Picard season 1, which kind of cribbed word for word from this, because like, oh well,
that would be a real good bit. That would be a real good bit if I had seen Picard, but I haven't.
You are incredibly lucky that you didn't suffer through Picard season 1, and I just watched season 2 on Red Letter Media and how it sent them insane.
Yeah, but did it send Red Letter Media insane, like, because it was bad or because it had, like, women and black people in it?
Because it was bad.
Okay.
Hey, Girardi's the Borg Queen, Picard is hung up because his mum hung himself, we're back in time and everything's edgy for some reason, and don't worry about it. Like, Picard is fucking shit.
Okay. I just never know with, like, the boomer reviewers.
That's fair. Red Letter Media, I tend to trust them when it comes to Star Trek, but then again, the thing with Red Letter Media is they really like TNG, and they'll basically base everything around, like, older Trek, which... Like, if they're wrong about Discovery...
You say they like it. I think one particular member of...
Mike likes it!
Oh, well, Jay, I think you'll find that this whole thing reminds me quite a lot of this one episode of Star Trek.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to... we have a Patreon episode for the reason.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
It's Patreon fucking eating well this week. Like, next week as well is probably going to be super long, at least there, but for the grace of hope.
Yeah, and then
Well-
and then the clip show episode, which
is going to be
it's going to be 2 minutes long. Yeah.
Well, I've come back to talk about the clip show episode.
Well, no. What we can do with the clip show is like we could talk about the season as a whole because there'll be like flashbacks and stuff, and we could just say how much
Just
what we
play
like
in the
this
eyes
season.
of an angel as we recap the season.
In the arms of an angel. But yeah,
Speaking of being in the arms of an angel, Teal'c right now seems like he really needs to be in the arms of an angel.
yeah. I must say, fair play to Christopher Judge doing his best not to make having a fit look horrifying and not comedic.
Yeah, he's just not having a good time right now.
Very much not having a good time.
Yeah, he runs the fuck away from all of them. I need me alone time, and then he has a seizure and just eats shit.
No, he doesn't just have a seizure. He's a fucking it could be. You could play Euro. You could play like Eurobeat over that seizure.
Fuck no.
Just fucking play Darude Sandstorm over that seizure.
No.
So yeah, they go and find Harlan.
Jack.
Well, Jack does. Well, Jack does it first. The rest join him in a little bit, but so he's doing the same thing of what the fuck did you do to us?
Turn me back.
And then,
can't.
Daniel and Carter arrive, and everyone's like, "Hey, where's Teal'c? Don't worry about it."
Yeah, don't worry about it.
He is different, and then everyone just doesn't care. But
Okay.
but Jack kind of looks at him like, "Huh?"
And yeah, he's different. Don't worry about it. And so yeah, what happened was the surface completely uninhabitable. Something happened. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, there used to be 1,000 of us.
We turned
See what
everyone
happened
into
is
robots.
some of them didn't survive turning into robots. Some of them just fucking killed themselves after becoming a robot. Some of them fucked off through the Stargate. I don't know where they went or how
And
they were
the-
able.
And the
Right.
rest got squashed or died in various industrial accidents, despite the OSHA fucking things we have.
I'm like, where did they take the Stargates to? Right?
If they don't show up in a later episode, I'm gonna be actually annoyed.
Yeah.
Do you
Well,
mean
seriously,
the
where did
SG-1
they?
robots or the other robots?
No. The other robots that Harlan mentions left through the Stargate with batteries and shit. Like seriously, where?
Yes.
Where would I don't know? How would they know coordinates?
I mean, they just dialed it random, probably, or they may have had a cartouche. Who knows?
Because if they knew the location of another Stargate, do you think they would have tried going to a different planet first before committing to the whole robot?
All right, we're gonna be robots. Couldn't you just leave to whatever planet?
No, we're not leaving. Maybe there is a thing in season 9 where some guy's like, "Hey, we have an idea for a new member of SG-1. We've got this deactivated robot, right? And we need if you back us, we will download the memories of every SG team into this robot to make the ultimate member of SG-1."
What?
Okay. Well, we'll get to that eventually.
Yeah, it doesn't happen. That's the closest you probably find in reference to any other androids.
So he's talking about all of this, and then he's like, "It's been so long since I lost my dear Wallace and Gromit, but you can replace them."
Yeah. The thing that needs to be made clear is all the time while this is going on, Harlan is fixing pipes and factory equipment, and he's using a wrench instead of a hammer. Sorry, he's using a wrench as a hammer.
Yeah, he's using a wrench as a hammer. He's using a wrench as a hammer, and his hand as a wrench.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, basically. And it's like, okay, yep. So what's happened? So you see, the way all of this works is we've got the facility's primary power. It's somehow
Hasn't broken down yet. Don't worry about it.
well, no, but somehow it works by sort of dissipating energy into the air? Question mark.
It's like a video game where there's a dome of energy, and if you're in the dome, you constantly recharge yourself.
And we'll all be fine just as long as the dome continues to work.
Uh-oh. Why is the dome breaking?
Wham! Coolant leaking primary section.
No, it's not coolant leak, it's coolant backup. They have
sorry.
because later on the solution is Jack gets thrown through some pipes, which vents
Yes.
coolant.
Yes,
So
they need to
coolant.
bust. Yeah, the primary section needs to bust.
Let me bust! Making references that only we will get once again on the pod.
Yeah, and if you don't help me, we're gonna fucking die.
I mean, is that my notes here? I dropped the note in here about the ethics of turning someone into a robot. Like, you can't just do that.
Ethics. They're
Sanity, stability, the whole hey, live forever, but you're stuck in this horrible underground place that clanks and bangs.
I'm gonna say put a pin in that for now because I think we can come back to that.
I guess I don't know why I put my notes on that were put here, which weren't many. But yeah, so yeah, shit's worse. The coolant is backed up, the power is gonna fail, and so what we're actually doing is we're just shaking the camera and making very loud noises.
So yeah, you need to fix this shit by you need to open up the vents. You know, you need to pull open the coolant covers and you need to let the coolant splooge on you.
Yep.
You've got to let the reactor come on you.
Well, you sussy imposters, open the vents up so you can vent the coolant. And he also continues to be racist because he continues to call Teal'c.
Yep,
He's different.
Still calling him different. You know, and Jack steps in at this point and he's very upset about this. And he says, listen, stop calling him different. Teal'c is separate but equal, okay?
Oh, no!
Get out of here!
Oh my god! That, by the way, can I just say that was such a bad joke that Hope's fucking audio frame became the whole thing. Like it's just a block of no. Oh my god! I don't.
Listen, this entire episode is awkwardly filmed in the racism and sexism zone. I don't think they realized it, but it's not a good look.
Awkwardly filmed.
Unintentionally filmed in the racism zone, and when we look back at it, we go, I don't think they meant this to be racist or sexist, but
no, they definitely didn't mean it to be like.
What they did is they basically took the one black guy in the team and made him an alien.
Don't worry about it.
It's okay. In Atlantis, the black guy will be Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa is not what?
Yeah, he's not black.
That's kind of the point. There is no black guy in the future. I don't think Taylor. Taylor.
The way you phrased that was very bad.
Yeah, I can cut that.
Yeah, exactly. You know, Jason Momoa. He used to be like a foreign sort of tribal warlord, and I'm so glad he's finally becoming a part of the Stargate crew.
Yeah.
I know he sort of used to live underwater as like some sort of weird fish man at some point as well.
Damn, they even letting in the first. No! You know where I was going with that, and I'm not telling that joke. Ooh.
So yeah, they've got to stuff their fucking hands into the vents.
Yeah.
And I should have got this as a drop, but he makes a weird fucking noise at this point.
He is all weird noises and comtrier the entire time.
He goes, Jack telling him to fuck off and work.
Yeah.
And so, they're fixing it. They're doing their jobs trying to fix it, but the pressure's still going up.
Yeah, Jack and Carter, they're able to fix there easily. Carter standing there, doing nothing, not really having much of a role right now.
Yeah,
they also don't know what to do with Carter.
Jack is in the middle of venting, and then suddenly he's like, yeah, I'm going to splooge all of it out right now while Jack is still in there.
Yeah, Harlan just, I'm going to vent early, and unfortunately, this is timed terribly because Teal'c decides to attack.
Sends him flying back, and then it's like, oh, hello, Teal'c. You want to help us with the... Oh, no, you don't want to help us.
You want to kill me. And
which is an entirely fair and valid response.
Yes, it is. My notes say Jack tries things Kiryu style and picks a pipe off the floor and hits him with it.
Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't work very well. He needed either like a bicycle or a giant cone to really make it work properly. I'm afraid.
Yeah, the pipe just gets bent.
Yeah. Well, meanwhile, all of the rest are like, "Whew, we've fixed it. The problem is finally gone. All has been worked out, and there are no more That's Teal'c trying to kill Jack.
Yeah, what actually saves the day is Teal'c yeeting Jack through some of the coolant pipes, which just vents the coolant everywhere, which... that's probably a bad thing, right?
Don't worry, we can fix that later.
Don't worry about it. The writers didn't think about this.
Yeah, just as Teal'c's basically about to fucking kill Jack, he gets fucking obliterated.
Yeah, Harlan though is the eternal optimist. Oh, go and wait. It's fine. It's all good now. All will be well.
Yeah, Harland, he's been doing a really good job this round. He's got a lot of cash, and he's finally managed to get the ray gun.
He's on a fucking kill streak.
He's got the ray gun, and he just decimates Teal'c with it.
Zap.
Wait, do you know why? Do you know why everything went wrong with Teal'c there, though? Well, he's different. You see, yeah.
I was waiting for it, but also
he's different.
Yeah.
So yeah, then they sort of all get sort of locked in. Well, he takes like Jack to get fixed.
Well,
and
Jack is freaking out about the coolant burns he had that ripped a bunch of his skin off.
Yeah,
he's got like a sparking patch of electronics.
So yes, I forgot to mention, yes, he has all that shit going down. So Harlan takes him to get fixed, meanwhile locks the rest in a room.
No.
Through the expedient of, you are locked in this room and you can easily get out to where I am by pressing the unlock button.
Harlan locks himself in a room. Jack is lying there like, oh fuck, this sucks. Oh great, more
again, the lock that's easily defeated by pressing the unlock button from the outside.
The lock that, because he put the knowledge of how to fix this plant in there, they know how to unlock. Poised to play his own robot petard.
Exactly. So yeah, they bust in. They bust everywhere. They bust in and they see there's Teal'c there. He's covered in goo.
Yeah, Harlan is making a new Teal'c.
Yeah, he's covered in the coolant cum, and
don't worry about it.
Yeah, he's like, I made a mistake with the different man. You see, he had two consciousnesses, and I sort of did a fucky.
Oopsie whoopsie, I did a fucky wucky.
Oopsie whoopsie, I turned him into a Gould robot.
Listen, that's correct, but also, goddamn, don't ever.
And then they're like, well, don't worry, this has all been fixed now, Harley. You can just turn us back now, right?
No.
Right?
No, we can't. I can't turn you back because don't worry about it.
But eventually, they spend enough time bullying the nerd and yelling at him and being like, well, you've made a new Teal'c here, so you clearly still have access to our bodies.
I mean, what happens is Jack storms in and is like, Harland, I will fucking end you.
So he's like, okay, fine, I didn't want to do this, but here, I will show you where your bodies are, and who wants to tell us about the bodies?
Ryan, you go for it.
No. What?
Well, let's admit speak. Alright, fine.
Just no.
No.
Okay, right.
Yeah,
well, okay. Okay, I'll tell you. So, have you ever seen, like, goo from, like, one of those kids' toys that... like, you don't see the episode... Slime! Yeah, fun with slime! Well, imagine a body in a fucking glass cage with fucking mesh around it, with lights pointed at the body, and the body is naked, and the body is covered in that goo.
No, we're beyond that bit now, honey.
Oh.
Yeah, we're on about when Harlan's like, alright, fine, you've argued me enough, the threat of violence has convinced me. I will show you where the rest of your bodies are, and it's Oh, we just left them on the beds with duct tape over their mouth for some.
Oh,
shitty bondage.
you mean the duct tape mouth? You mean
Yeah, the duct tape.
Yeah. So
You
you're
mean the duct tape body? There's
about your
multiple
bodies.
things.
About
Yeah.
your bodies. They're not bodies per se.
Per se.
Yeah, we copied you.
Yeah, nope. Yeah, the real yous, they're alive. That's still there. And this is the part of the fun thing where I said put a pin on it. Let's discuss the ethics of cloning somebody and turning them into a robot.
Also, not telling them that they're a robot.
Yep.
And
Now being forced to confront with the fact that you are not the original version of you. That all of your memories are fucking fake. You did not experience any of those things.
you
and
are
the real
basically 2 hours old as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, the real yous are right in front of you. They get to go home and go back to the lives that you remember, and you don't.
Yeah, I mean, I think some of that you would have to argue is if it's your memories, you technically have those memories, which means you've technically had those experiences, but then, oh boy, it's gonna get complicated and we're gonna step into a personhood swamp, which, listen, sometimes being a person just sucks.
Yeah, so sort of like, in spite of like the ethics of all of this, like, Robot Daniel and Real Daniel are like, they're basically on the verge about to just fuck each other.
Yeah, Robot Daniel and Robot Daniel are about to fuck each other. Carter and Carter are just at the point of having, we could science off each other. We could do so much science.
Meanwhile,
Lesbian science is the
Meanwhile, Robot Jack is honestly the only one having the reasonable reaction to this.
Oh, this is fucked. I hate everything.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like, this is entirely fucked. I did not consent to existing like this, right?
There is a lot in this episode where the others just seem to be like, huh, okay, well, Robot Jack is, the fuck, man?
Why are you okay with this?
I mean, to be fair, I think that would depend on how attached people are to be, like yourself. How
No,
I don't think so. No, again, because you've just learned that you are fake, and that you thought you were going to be able to, fix things, go back to your place, go back to your normal life, and you just learned that that life is not for you. You are not allowed that.
What is more fake? The real thing, or something so fake as it can be indistinguishable from the real thing?
No.
I mean,
no, do not try to philosophize this. I'm sorry. This is one of those, no, bullshit. No, I'm sorry.
No, this whole thing is fucked.
This whole thing is
no. This
Yeah.
whole thing is, I'm 100% agreeing with you in the situation that Holland has absolutely screwed the fucking pooch on this. There is a right way to do this shit. Hell, the fact is all Holland had to do was
yeah,
talk,
there's a
and
right
they
way
could
to
have just
do
been
this.
like, hey,
There's a right way to do this. Don't do this at all.
Don't do this at all. Never do this. Never do this. And if you are able to make robots, why do they have to have personalities? Why do they have to be based on someone? Why do they have to do this?
Don't worry about it.
Why?
Yeah, don't worry about it. I mean, the other ethical thing, of course, is because they're robots, Holland has reprogrammed parts of their mind with extra knowledge, which just makes this extra fucky because what are you putting in their brains without consent, buddy?
And, yeah, again, also, which of those bits are the real bits? What's the parts that he changed? How do I know?
Yes, I believe, text notes, the robot of Theseus.
Yes, exactly. You've ship of Theseus to someone's brain. That's not cool.
No, it's not. Again, all you have to do is ask someone, "Hey, you're dying. Would you like the chance to live on, but not actually live on?" There's plenty of ethical ways to do this if you make contact with another group of people. Well,
yeah, not when the original people do not consent to it, and also have no knowledge of the fact that they have no informed consent of this, right?
Yeah, and you just unleash the robots and hey,
But
you're
then-
robots. Don't just...
And again, though, there's still a huge issue as well as, what about the rights of, the cloned person, right?
Here's the thing. Do the robots that stay there to work have
Yep.
rights? Is
Yeah.
the guy gonna let them have a life, or are they just essentially workers now? But the thing is, they remember having a life.
Yeah. And again, that's the kind of another point I was going to make it onto is like with the whole thing of, can you really consent to this procedure?
No,
because you have to also think as, even if you as the individual agree to allow this to happen, you are essentially creating another person
another version of you who will diverge from you very quickly.
Another version of you who did not have the ability to consent to this happening.
this is literally impossible to consent to.
Yes. And no, before anyone like who's listening to this says I'm taking an anti-natalist stance, fuck off. No.
No, because this is different. Because
it is.
You're literally making a robot that is fully formed, that has a brain, that has a lifetime of memories. There is a difference of having a lifetime worth of memories that you are told is a lie the second you are made.
Yeah, and not only is it all a lie, but in this situation as well, the original is still there.
And goes, hey, I'm going back to my life.
But I want that life.
No, it's not
you
your
can't.
life.
This is so messed up. But also, it's a very good episode.
It is a very good episode because the whole
because
point
it raises the issue.
It has the questions, and the answer is this is fucked.
Yes.
Yeah, I think the problem is it doesn't quite arrive at that conclusion, though.
Well, they try to. I think they try to arrive at that conclusion, but again, it's our favorite episode that comes. Our favorite issue that comes up in almost every episode of the show. We only have 5 minutes of runtime left.
I mean, honestly, apart from discussing the philosophy, I think the episode is actually relatively well paced because they free the non-robot SG-1 with a good 10 plus minutes left in the show, and they spend that having character moments, seeing characters interact with each other. They just didn't bother.
Well, but they get through all of that, and they're about to go. So let's talk about the ethics of this, and we don't have time. We're going home now.
Yeah, but also I think you try shooting an ethics discussion. To be fair, they do kind of try They do kind of try having an episode that's an ethics discussion later on when spoilers, when they have another trial episode later. But that's because it's part of a trial where it would actually fit in, as opposed to just, hey, here is your creepy sci-fi mystery with a bit of action, and we're not going to discuss the ethics.
I have an idea. This has given me an idea of, I guess, a kind of weird bonus episode we could do.
Mm.
We could I think we could do an episode where we talk about the fucking Star Trek Next Generation episode, Measure of a Man, as a direct contrast to this.
We could. It is your pick in 2 months' time if you want to.
That is an interesting concept.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I'm just sort of floating as an idea there, because that would be an interesting sort of
You have your
parallel
pick in 2 months.
Okay, yeah, so, do we have any more closing thoughts about how...
we haven't finished the episode. We haven't finished the episode. Because we haven't finished the episode
yet, sorry, yeah.
We turned right into Ethics Alley.
We kind of got mad. We kind of...
Yes.
We haven't gone mad. You know what going mad sounds like, and it sounds like...
No, got mad.
Oh, got mad. Sorry. I mean, we all know what going mad sounds like.
Yeah, we do know what going mad sounds like. Going mad sounds like...
Wrong one!
No.
That's what I'm asking for! You didn't send it to me.
Oh, fuck, I just realized I forgot my drop. I'll do it now. I'll do it now anyway, but, you know what he actually did to them, though?
What?
He made them...
God damn it!
There we go. I finally got it in.
So yeah, we have some nice chats with people and people. Some nice work on the compositing or the lighting to hide doubles or compositing them into the same shot. Robocarter overshares about having a mole somewhere.
Yeah, don't mention that.
Yeah, that is a little bit of a really. You're gonna do that, really?
Which is weird because if you remember all the way back to Women's Hour, they implied that the entire team has seen Carter semi-naked because of some weird alien gas that made her strip off.
Well, also, military? Surely. Wait, they do?
Yeah, you've seen Starship Troopers. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. If you remember back to the Crystal Jack episode, they are in the same changing room.
That's what I was saying. Like, they are in the same changing room, so surely.
Jack just towel whipping Teal'c.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how that works.
Did you think he has to wash his gold?
You gotta make sure you watch your gold so you get gold thrush.
Yeah.
It's a very important question. Do you watch your gold?
So yeah,
I'm just gonna leave that one alone.
So yeah, while they're doing that, Jack and Jack have the conversation about, so, do I have to kill you? Do I? What did I miss now?
Teal'c's like, where is my copy? And Harlan just looks at him like, we had to disintegrate you.
I see.
I love deadpan
Honestly, Teal'c ends out better off because he doesn't have a copy that he has to think about. It's like...
Well, you say that, right? But they still have the in-progress one. And it looked nearly finished, right? So,
the in-progress one that Jack demanded they stop. Because Jack was like, get away from the console! Stop doing that, you kid!
Wait, what's the ethics of having an in-progress... Anyway...
don't worry about it!
So yeah, anyway, so Jack and Jack are, like, being like, so, do I have to fucking kill you? Because you know everything about the Stargate mission? And all of our codes and defenses?
Like, no, it's fine. You don't need to send a bomb. And I know you were thinking of sending a bomb because you're me and I'm you and I know how you think.
And I know it's like, well, you better make sure you remember to, bury the gate. Yes, of course, you idiot. I'm you. Yeah.
Don't send a bomb, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, and they're like, but, this is fine. But, people aren't supposed to live forever, right? Credits.
Da, 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 da.
I mean, it's kind of well-paced.
I don't know why, but I feel like Stargate...
No, I'm saying, I think the episode was mostly well-paced, except at the end, I think they were like, there's some kind of ethical implications here. And they're like, oh shit, how do we mention that? Well, we've run out of time, so we can't.
What were you going to say, Ryan?
I was going to say, I feel like for some reason, like, Trek music at the ending would be better. Just... da 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 da.
I remember that. So, what does this episode say about the military?
Military fucked.
Yeah, it says, what it says about the military is, if you are a clone, you have no rights, and the military will black hole you.
Yeah, don't get turned into a robot.
Yeah, don't get turned into a robot, or General Hammond will send you to a black site and you will never be seen again.
Yeah.
Yeah. What it says is the military is completely uninterested in having these ethics discussions that we were talking about.
I will say, just the way the military responded was just put him in a fucking prison immediately. Don't care. Not going to
immediately lock him up. As soon as we figured out what's going on here, turn them into a calculator, send them to like Sony to turn into a Walkman.
I mean. Yeah. To be fair, the SUC is essentially the front line of their conflict with the Gould, and while they're probably not Gould replacement robots, you never know, and they are getting
No. I mean, the fact that they just go, no, we're not even going to question them. We're not even going to ask them questions. We're not going to do anything. We're just going to.
They are things. They're not people.
Yeah. I have to stop adding 5s to my notes.
Yeah, well, it's because the cat has 5 more things it thinks you should talk about.
All right, 5 more things we should talk about. Here is... Oh, I've lost connection. All right, am I back?
You
never
didn't leave.
left.
I had like a lost connection for a couple seconds. Okay, so I mean, one thing really is, if SG1s stay in a different outfit, you could tell that something's gonna happen because look, there's an SG1, there's two SG1s.
You know what would have been really funny though, if he had actually transferred their consciousnesses, right? And they weren't clones, and he'd been like, so I could transport you back, actually, yeah. So why won't you? Well, you see, I sort of accidentally threw you guys in the bin.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest. It would have been like the entire show would have been fucked for like a long time afterwards. But it would have been hilarious if, like, for the rest of the entire series, they were just robots, and like they just didn't tell anyone. They just had to keep like hiding it and like drinking their robot juice or whatever.
Robot SG1 just rifling through the dumpster trying to find their bodies.
Yeah.
Before they rot.
Sorry. Do you have an adapter for a US plug to a Asgard plug?
What's an Asgard plug?
Yeah, what's an Asgard plug?
I don't know, like, the fucking Norse people.
No, I mean the person asking them, like, what's an Asgard?
Oh right, yeah.
Is that any Wi-Fi?
Just going into American curries and being like, going into Radio Shack and being like, "Yo, I need a USB to Android adapter." You will be pet a cat, and you will like me.
Aww. I wish I was the cat.
That can be arranged.
So, while we sort of prepare for our sort of sex kink roleplay session,
final thoughts?
Final thoughts.
Ryan?
Yeah. Hello.
Good thought.
I'm Ryan.
Great thoughts, Ryan.
Good thoughts after this episode.
I feel like most of my thoughts on this like whole concept of like free will and not free will and making a entire person that has a full memory life has already been stated in like an earlier part. So my basic thought is this guy should be locked up. This guy should be like punished. I don't know. Maybe.
What fate?
Female.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I have expressed everything I probably want to say. I once again I am Arcticia Frost. You can find me on Twitter.
Where's my opportunity to give my fucking thoughts and feelings on this?
Oh, sorry, I didn't know you had more
keep doing
thoughts.
this to me.
I didn't know you had more.
We don't.
I mean,
care
I have
about
no
that.
thoughts head empty, but like,
We don't care about that because
You're literally the one who was like, "Do we have any final thoughts?" You had your fucking moment then to be like, "Anyway,
no,
my final
you guys
thoughts."
go first. Fuck you.
No, you don't get to bookend every podcast. That's not how this works.
Oh yes, it is because I control the stop button.
Oh, fuck you.
So yeah,
you want to organize us?
Yeah, I'm Ryan. Arcticia, could you sort of finish your stuff off as well now?
Sure, I can do that. I'm Arcticia.
Where can we find you, Arcticia?
You can find me on Arcticia Frost at Twitch, something I can't remember the full thing. I'm not on Twitter anymore because fuck Elon Musk. I'm a Tumblr, but I don't know.
Yes, you do. That's correct.
Arcticia Frost on Tumblr.
Yeah, that's right. You are. You should know who you are. Quite frankly, it's kind of concerning that you don't.
I should know, and I should also know all my friends' socials. I should know this, even though I don't use any of them. I should know this.
Thank you, me. And also, of course, our final host, Storm the Cat. Meow, 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 meow,
meow, on twitter.com. It's Hope at Hope Frayorl on Twitter and Hope Frayorl on Twitch. We had an episode.
Yeah,
you expected this one to run long, and we're about average.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah,
but none of us have watched the next episode. That's gonna have to wait. All right. Cut print.
Edit.